Getting started with Keepin' Track. Let's take a look at managing operators and assigning security groups in Keepin' Track. What is an operator? Operators are people assigned a security group of operator or higher, one that gives them access to more of Keepin' Track than simply signing into the kiosk. You, as an administrator, can specify which modules and areas of the program in particular each security group can access. For example, you could allow all of those of operator level to run reports and exports, but limit utilities and imports, which change your data, to those at administrator level or higher. Let's add an operator. Log into Keepin' Track's administration, and at the top you will see the areas you have access to. Click on Manage and go to your people records. You will add operators the same way you add other people records, manually with the plus icon, or through imports. Any person record requires the name, at least one classification, and at least one facility. Optional fields you probably want are the birth date and, under Other, a login ID and password. When adding the login and password, be sure to make it something that the operator will remember. This is especially important if this is an account administrator, the top level of access, as you do not want to be locked out of your administration. Warning, if you do lose your account level username and password, you will need to fill out a form and submit it to us at Keepin' Track for approval. For any other operator type who loses their username or password, contact your account administrator. Note, do not contact Keepin' Track technical support to reset your password. Due to the secure nature of Keepin' Track, our technical support team cannot help you with editing your username and password. Now you have a person record. To make this person an operator, back in Personal Info, click the Security Group drop-down and change it to Operator, or one of the other levels. What do these security groups mean? Let's go over that in the Security module. In Administration, under Manage, go to Operators and open Security. There are 6 default security groups. Level 5 security is the lowest level, least powerful for visitors. Visitors have absolutely no security access. The person level, the one right above that, has only one box checked for person status. This is for the actual people records in your system. Simple visitors do not have records and thus should not have any capabilities. Normal people, same thing, but they can access their person status and see their history. Operator level, on the other hand, starts to get exciting. The default operator settings are configured for a kiosk operator. People assigned this security group could log in only to the kiosk, express, self-service, or attended, and they could run sex offender checks. That's all. Administrator people get access to administration, access to kiosks, they can view people history, activity management, volunteer application management, workstation management, the printer preferences, and the volunteer verification module. They have no access to preferences or facility management, and no access to this security module. They can run reports, utilities, exports, and imports, and sex offender and background checks. They can view the records for all of these classifications of people. So administrators are fairly powerful. If you need lower level administrators, you can modify this security group or create your own. For example, you could restrict access to student records if you don't want them seeing the student records, and uncheck permissions to run utilities and criminal background checks. This may be for someone you need to be able to have access to administration for basic tasks, but you don't want them to have all of this power. Facility administrators by default have the permissions of an administrator, plus they can access facility management and facility preferences. Account administrator. Anyone assigned this security group has access to all parts of the program. This cannot be modified, and you must have at least one account administrator. All people, person, operator, administrator, with the exception of the account administrator, only have access to the facilities checked in their person record. So an operator with access to only one facility will only be able to sign into the kiosk at that facility. And an administrator with access to only one facility can only do administration tasks for that one facility. Add security groups using the plus icon, or use the Actions menu, the gear at the top, to add, duplicate, rename, or remove a group. Note you cannot remove the default groups. In your people records, you can find your operators using the Search, drop-down Security Info, and select the security group you are looking for.